So here's a demo app that shows a chat communication between the two users using webrtc. Let me show you the demo first, and then I will explain you the code. So it's a node.js app, so I'm going to run it by using a node command. Okay. So the app is started, and there are two users I have connected. So I have launched the app on two different incognito Chrome browsers. Both are running on same app, uh, localhost 3000 and localhost 3000, but there are two users. Just to give identity to users, let's name one user as John and the other user as Alicia. Okay, and they can start chatting. So let's say John says hi. So that message appears on both the screens, and then Alicia respond with the message, call hey there. And John asks the question, how are you? As you can see, the message they are chatting with each other, and Alicia is saying, I'm fine. Okay. So a very simple app that shows you the power of webrtc, that shows real-time communication between the two users, and you can add as many users as you want. Okay. So let's go through the code now. So it's a very simple node.js app with very simple dependencies of Express, embedded JavaScript, and socket.io. So socket.io is the WebRTC abstraction that the framework really helps us to use the WebRTC API. So let's look at the server.js. So this is the file that gets fired when the server starts. So we require these three dependencies. Then we fire up Express App Server, and then you also create a socket server, right? Which enables us to create this WebSocket layer application that can enable the communication between the different users. The app is running on 3000. This line just says that where the static is located. Then we are going to load our JavaScript, embedded JavaScript file. There is HTML code that serves our UI. And then we'll also talk about how to respond to user messages. But overall, this is the code that basically fires up our server and start responding on a couple of messages. One is a chat message that whenever any user posts a message, we get that event, and the server then broadcast the event to the other users. The event is a JSON object with two properties: the user and the actual message. And whenever the user gets disconnected or connected, we just send a message saying that the user is connected or disconnected. And the app is listening on the port 3000. So this sets up our socket server that which gives us ability to talk to the users. So the users can talk to our web app through WebRTC. And then our actual code, the UI, it's there in this particular file. It's a very simple file that has text boxes that can accept a username and a message and a button. When it gets clicked, we send a message, and then we have a chat area where we display all the messages, right? So that is this interface. Two text boxes for name, a message, a button to click to send the message, and then the div block to show the entire chat output. So JavaScript is we get handled to our socket server. Then we just get a reference to all these HTML objects. Then we start responding to the click event of the button. What we do is uh, if we see that a user has typed a message, then our client sends a message which contains the name of the user as well as the value, the message, right? And then um, on each client, we also need to display the message once we receive the message. So all clients, so first of all, each client sends a message, right, to the server. Then the server receives the message and it broadcasts using the io.emit. Okay. Then after that, the other client, when they receive it, uh, we need to display the message in the div, and that is what this code is doing. That's how the code works. Again, the code uh, the way it works is the user sends a message, The other user receives it, the other user can respond saying same thing. So that's how the webrtc with chat application works. You can extend this application to as many as you want. So I can launch two more users and I can still use the same app. Right.